Hi guys, welcome to Tech Tricks tutorial. Today we're going to talk about how to use the new feature elements on Leonardo AI. This is a step-by-step guide to follow easily, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's dive right in. The first thing that you're going to want to do is log in or create an account in leonardo.ai. Once you're logged in, you should see a welcome message pop out along with some features being introduced to you. Closing that out, this is how your homepage should look like. It'll show you some of the featured models and recent creations by other users of Leonardo AI. There has been a lot of artworks created using Leonardo AI, all presented in different styles, different designs. There are portraits of people, there are animals, some are realistic, some are fantasy, and this just shows how much you can do with Leonardo AI. What I really want to show you is how the AI image generation works. Now I want you to look at the left side panel and click on AI image generation. The page should look like this if this is your first AI generation. And if you look at the left side panel again, it changed into settings where you can change the number of images that you can generate at once. Choose to turn on photo reel where you can change the depth of field and generate your photo in RAW. And scrolling down, you can change the dimensions of the photo that we're going to generate. You can even choose whether you want to see it in landscape or portrait. Moving on to the actual image generation, I want you to look at the options underneath the prompt bar. We're going to start with cinematic. If you click on it, you'll see that it's actually a drop down in which you can choose whether to generate your image in cinematic, creative, vibrant, or none at all. For this video, we're gonna go with cinematic, and I'm gonna type down cyborg lady with a pet butterfly in a post-apocalyptic setting, and I want to see her in a science lab infested by greenery. Hopefully, this puts some greens in the background. And additionally, I want to see the lady repairing something, or maybe repairing some body parts, since she is a cyborg lady. Now that I'm happy with the prompt that I came up with, I'm gonna click on generate for 32 tokens. And while it's loading, I want to mention that I am currently using a free plan for now, and that means that the number of generates that I can do for today is limited until I decide to upgrade the plan. So if you're gonna play around with Leonardo AI, or if you're gonna find yourself generating a lot of AI images, I would recommend clicking on upgrade plan so that you can generate and download more than 16 images. Not only that, but if you upgrade your plan, you can also get a priority generation, which means that when you generate images, Leonardo AI will deliver your images faster compared to when you're using a free plan. So right now we can see that the 4 images that we generated are now ready for viewing, and so far in this grid view I am liking what I see because first of all I can see that the cyborg lady is busy doing some work. She is clearly in a greenery infested lab, just as we mentioned in the prompt earlier, and the butterfly element is there, which is a huge plus for me, and not to mention how beautifully cinematic every photo is presented. Overall, I'm loving how the first batch came out, but going back, we generated these photos without any elements in them. So let's give that a try by clicking on Add Elements New underneath the prompt bar. And in this pop-up, you should see the elements that we can use for the prompt that we made. We can choose up to 4 elements in one generation, but for now I'll only be choosing 2 elements so that we can compare the difference between choosing less elements versus choosing the maximum, which is 4. So for now, I choose to see some ivory and gold in our artwork and maybe a little bit of crystalline. Now I'm gonna click on confirm since I've already chosen which elements I want to see, but it won't generate the photos right away because we're gonna have to change a few of the settings. We can see that the elements we chose have been added here, and we can now adjust the weight or how heavily these elements will be reflected in our artwork. For this one, I choose to see more ivory and gold in the cyborg lady, and maybe just a little touch of crystalline. Now we're gonna click on generate once the setting is all ready, and if you scroll down, you'll see that the previously generated images did not disappear, they just moved one space lower to make room for the new images. Now that the new images are ready, we can clearly see the difference, which is that the cyborg lady looks a lot more crystal-like now compared to realistic, and she's wearing more ivory and gold according to the element that we chose. To take a closer look at each photo, click on the image itself and then it'll open up one by one. Then click on the arrow button on the right side to view the next photo. This way we can appreciate every detail of the photos generated. You can close this out by clicking on the X on the top right hand corner of the image. Now I want to show you a different prompt wherein I'm also going to choose a different style. Instead of cinematic, I'm going to go with creative, and I'm going to add more than 2 elements this time. I'm going to add a total of 4, which is the maximum. So here, let's say we want to put in biopunk, baroque, glass and steel, and maybe just a little touch of toxic punk to play around with the elements. Once ready, click on confirm. Then we're going to want to play around with the settings of each element before proceeding to generate. So here I added just a little touch of biopunk, some toxic punk, a little more glass and steel, and a lot of baroque. And now that the settings are ready, we're gonna click on generate and wait for the 6-year-old monster girl chef in the kitchen with a kitten. But to save some time, I'm gonna fast forward into the results part. Now that the images are done generating, we can see that the results are overwhelming with detail. And looking at them one by one, we can see that the 4 elements are present, but they are all fighting for the spotlight in each photo. Now to fix that, we're gonna exit the photos and change the style to vibrant. Push biopunk and toxic punk way to the left wherein it's negative. Let's say negative 0.5. Lessen the baroque just a little bit. Add more glass and steel and then click on generate. My hope for this adjustment is to see more of the girl's face and the kitten that we mentioned in the prompt. The images are ready now, and in this grid view, I am already getting excited because I can clearly see the girl's face, and looking at it one by one, I can even see the food that she's preparing. Plus, the kitten is more visible in each photo. Now closing that out, I want to get an overview of all of the photos that we generated. And let's say I am very happy with a lot of these photos and I'm feeling the need to download. Now if you want to download the photos, just hover over the picture and click on this download image icon here. Or if you're looking at it one by one to see more detail before downloading, you will also see the same button at the bottom of the photos. Once you click that, the download will automatically start, and once it's done, you can click on it directly from your browser, zoom in to see how beautiful the details are, how high quality the photo is, and as you can see, it is saved in a JPEG format. Thank you for watching this tutorial video on how to use the new feature elements on Leonardo AI. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more videos like this. See you on the next video!